When collecting data in your business process, sometimes you'll have to collect multiple values and store them within a bucket or an array. And when working within an array, you're going to have to do certain operations to that array, such as adding new values, removing values, maybe looking at how many values exist within that array. And to do that, you're going to use the collection operation action. So you can search for collection up top within the search bar, and you'll see the collection operations already there within the pane. Take that action and throw it on your designer canvas. Double click to open up the configuration screen. And so if I wanted to go ahead and take a look at maybe a list and query back values from that list, such as the title contents for multiple fields. And you got to remember, maybe we have 30 items within that list. Well, each one of them is going to be a new entry in that collection after I go and run a loop through it. So I've got 30 items is in this array. But I want to make sure I actually have 30 items. So what I would do is I would use the collection operation, and I would point the target collection at that collection. So maybe I've created a variable, and we can go and create one here just to give you an idea. And so I'll call it COL, and this can be items. And make sure though that if you do have a collection variable, it is of collection type, and click on save. And then what you'll notice now is if I click on that target collection, there's that variable. So depending on what I need to do to that collection will tell me what action or method here that I need to call, such as adding a new value within that collection, removing an existing value, or even finding out how many exist in here, or just getting a value in a read-only type of method. So for example, if I wanted to go and get a count, what I would do then is click on count and then click on the drop down for store result in. Now remember that a count is an integer type variable. So I'd go to variables, I'd click on new, and what I'd want to do is I'd want to go to number, and I'd select num, and we can call this values, and I click on save, I click on close, and there you go. That's where I can store that result in. So now we have the proper data type, and we've targeted the proper collection, and now we can actually store those values. So if I wanted to go and have a run if and check for conditional if a number of values within a collection exceeds a certain amount to actually equate to true and do something within my business process, I can use the collection operation to do that. Or if I do have 30 items within that list and I wish to add a 31st item without having to go and query that list again to see when a new item is created, I can do that simply by clicking on add, choosing the index value within here, which can be a variable that I'd have, and I'd set that up at a prior point, and then add the new value. Now, keep in mind, when working with collections, they are arrays, and arrays are zero-based indexed, which means that the first item in your array is 0. The second item is 1, and the third is going to be 2. So if you remember that 0 means first, then that will allow you to target the correct index value in your array. And so that's how you can work with collection operations in your business process.